What happens after the last breath? Does the self dissolve into emptiness, or does it traverse realms beyond human comprehension? Welcome, fellow seeker, to the enigma of existence. Today we delve into one of the most profound and mysterious texts of Tibetan Buddhism, the Bardo Thodol, more commonly known in the West as the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Imagine a guide that accompanies you through the most profound moments of existence, a map for the soul as it journeys beyond the physical world. This is the role of the Bardo Thodol. It is not merely a manual on the end of life. It is a spiritual compass for what unfolds immediately after physical death. Together, let's explore this sacred text, uncover its messages, and perhaps gain a deeper understanding of what it means to exist. The Bardo Thodol was conceived by Padmasambhava, a legendary figure in Tibetan Buddhism. Born in India, he is credited with bringing Buddhism to Tibet in the 8th century, revered as Guru Rinpoche, meaning precious master. Padmasambhava was not just a monk, but a profound spiritual teacher and yogi, who mastered mystical techniques and esoteric teachings. The Bardo Thodol emerged from his desire to guide not only the living, but also the deceased, offering a path to liberation, even after the final breath. From a young age, Padmasambhava exhibited extraordinary spiritual abilities, recognized as a Mahasiddha, a person who has attained great spiritual realization and developed mystical powers, or siddhis. He was invited to Tibet by King Trisong Detsen, who sought to strengthen the country by unifying it under Buddhism. At that time, Tibet was steeped in shamanic practices and the indigenous Bon religion, which presented challenges to the spread of Buddhism. Upon arriving in Tibet, Padmasambhava faced resistance from various cultural and spiritual forces. The local deities and spirits of the Bon tradition resisted the new teachings, so he employed his knowledge of magic and tantric rituals to harmonize these spirits. By integrating Bon deities and practices into Tibetan Buddhism, he established a lasting spiritual foundation. He founded Samye Monastery, Tibet's first Buddhist monastery, and began imparting profound teachings about the mind, reality, and the cycle of existence known as samsara. In Tibetan Buddhism, death is seen not as an end, but as a transitional state, a moment of opportunity for spiritual liberation. Padmasambhava understood that at the moment of death, the mind enters a unique state where, free from physical distractions, it becomes more receptive to ultimate truth. He recognized that this was a critical opportunity for enlightenment, but also knew that most people, unprepared, become lost in illusions and fears. His mission was to create a guide that could be recited by those assisting the dying or studied during life, so that the mind would be prepared for the bardos, the transitional states after death. His compassion is the foundation of the Bardo Thodol. He also realized that while many might not achieve enlightenment during life, death offered a final opportunity. Therefore, he provided instructions for practitioners to recognize the clear light, the pure manifestation of the mind at the moment of passing. The 3 stages of the Bardo Thodol. The Bardo Thodol guides us through 3 main states, or bardos, that every soul experiences. The Chikai, Bardo, the moment of death. In the Chikai Bardo, the soul experiences the moment of death, a transition where the physical body dissolves and consciousness is freed from material limitations. Once this dissolution is complete, the soul encounters the primordial clear light, described as a dazzling, pure, and boundless radiance. This clear light represents the absolute nature of the mind, a state of pure, unconditional consciousness without duality, fear, or attachment. For the prepared practitioner, the Chikai Bardo offers the possibility of final liberation. If the soul can recognize the clear light as its true essence, it attains instant enlightenment or nirvana and need not pass through the subsequent bardos. This recognition is a direct and complete experience of truth, where the mind perceives itself without filters or distortions. For those unprepared, the intensity of the clear light can be overwhelming. Instead of recognizing the light as their true nature, they may interpret it as something external or threatening due to fear or attachment to the familiar. In such cases, the soul recoils, missing the opportunity for liberation and entering the next stages of the bardos, facing increasingly distorted visions aligned with their karmic tendencies. The Chonyid Bardo, the bardo of visions. As Carl Jung once noted, projections change the world into the replica of one's own unknown face. In the Chonyid Bardo, the soul exists without a physical form in a dimension where tangible boundaries no longer exist. Here it encounters projections of its own mind, which can appear as both peaceful and wrathful deities. These visions reflect the emotional and karmic states accumulated over lifetimes, manifesting first as peaceful deities representing enlightened aspects of consciousness. For the unprepared, these visions may be confusing or frightening, leading to retreat or misunderstanding. If the soul fails to recognize these peaceful visions as manifestations of its own mind, it begins to encounter wrathful deities, expressions of anger, fear, and repressed desires. These are not external demons, but internal projections. Those who maintain awareness during this bardo can perceive that all these deities are creations of their own consciousness. Recognizing this truth allows the soul to dissolve fear and progress toward liberation. The Sidpa Bardo, the process of rebirth. In the Sidpa Bardo, the final stage, the soul faces the choice of its next incarnation, determined by the accumulated karma of past actions, thoughts, and intentions, having missed opportunities for liberation. In the previous bardos, the soul is driven by residual desires and attachments. Consciousness is influenced by karmic inclinations, drawing the soul toward a new life that mirrors its inner state. During this stage, the soul experiences visions associated with rebirth, including symbolic images of potential parents. The soul is unconsciously guided by emotional tendencies toward its next existence. The Bardo Thodol advises that those who can maintain calm and detachment may avoid undesirable rebirths, instead moving towards higher realms or even achieving liberation. Preparation for this stage involves cultivating detachment and understanding during life, enabling the mind to remain unshaken during the Sidpa Bardo, the Bardo Thodol, a guide to self-realization. The Bardo Thodol is more than a religious text. It is a profound tool for self-exploration and understanding the nature of consciousness. It teaches that death is not an end, but a transition, a portal to new beginnings. As Ram Dass said, "We're all just walking each other home." This sacred text invites us to reflect on our lives and our readiness for the final journey. Are we prepared to let go of our attachments and recognize our true nature? By studying these teachings, we can prepare not only for death, but also learn to live more fully and authentically. Furthermore, the Bardo Thodol emphasizes the importance of mindfulness and awareness in daily life. By practicing meditation and self-reflection, we can become familiar with the workings of our mind, making the experiences in the bardos less overwhelming. This preparation helps us navigate not only the after-death states, but also the challenges we face in life. The text also highlights the interconnectedness of all beings, understanding that our actions, thoughts, and intentions affect not only ourselves, but the collective consciousness encourages us to live compassionately and ethically. This awareness fosters a sense of unity and purpose, guiding us toward a more enlightened existence. If this exploration into the unknown has resonated with you, please share this video and subscribe to the channel. Let us know in the comments what intrigues you most about life after death. The journey of self-discovery is endless, and together we can delve into the deepest mysteries of existence. Thank you for watching.